Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I will be doing the second training case for the Microsoft Excel Championship in the GSA region or the German-speaking region. This time it's a case you will not get for free, but you will get it when you sign up for the competition. I think it's like 20 bucks, and then you get this case and also few additional other cases. I don't know the exact number, but it's worth it. So I will link it in the video description, and please sign up to the German or German speaking competition. And yeah, I've tested this case before. It's hard, super hard. I find it hard. So yeah, I will jump right into the case, but I can say it will get messy. So yeah. So first I make those stuff a table, region no Feiertage, which means like holidays, and this is then a region. Regions. Okay. Control T. So for sure I can only name it here. Not a good start. Alrighty. Now this is kind of simple. XLOOKUP for the date in our holiday table for the date, returning the name of the holiday. Never heard of this one. No, yeah, and if there is no day, then answer like there is none or keiner. Okay, so far so good. A holiday is a holiday if the region or the associated state is listed in regions in the holiday table. So this is like a region in Germany. So if this is either a holiday in the whole of Germany or only in this region, there should be stated yes here. Otherwise, there should be stated no here. Here is G. So I first make a comma at the beginning and at the end, because then I can search for a specific, when I search for something that is like a specific character. Here, if I would search for D, and here's also a D, it would also flag this, although this is only in like an Austrian region holiday and not in the whole of Germany. Valentine's Day is actually a holiday there, kind of weird. But anyways, so first XLOOKUP. So build a let function H for holiday, XLOOKUP for the in here in the holiday table, searching for the day, returning the regions, not the region, I want to have the RS thing. So I get the code I'm searching for. Now I want to have the region code, XLOOKUP for the region in the region table, returning the region abbreviation, searching in the regions table for the region name, returning the region abbreviation, doing one step at a time. And now the state, it's basically the same, although I want to have the state abbreviation. Missed here. Yeah, now it's all right. And we want to have always at the beginning and at the end a comma, also here. And now we are able to search is number, search for S in H, which is fourth, but the region has there a holiday. So in Zurich, in the whole of Switzerland, Karfreitag is not a holiday, but in Zurich it's a holiday. And it's also the day I will return home from a long trip, so also a holiday for me. And not multiplication plus. And now if then we want to have yeah, which means yes, otherwise we want to have 9, which means no. And we can drag it down and it is solved. How many public days throughout the year in the regions exactly? And also counting the regions in the country. Okay, so I kind of copy the formula from above. Now get rid of this first XLOOKUP and rid of this. And now we do because I think there is no overlay. If it's like a holiday in the state, then it cannot be. So if it's like a holiday in the whole country, it's not a specific holiday in the state. Therefore, we can do a count, or we can do a sum. Minus minus is number, search for R within all holidays. What would this be? A smaller number, so only one specific holiday for Schleswig-Holstein. But for the whole of Germany, there are much more. And yeah, simply did here this with the sum and is number to search if like the abbreviation, the coding abbreviation is part of the RSG code. Now we can use the same formula, but we need to have here the month. So I will add the month of date. And now we want to count how many are there with the according date, which is this minus minus is number multiplied with Feiertage month equals the month given here. And I want to have this for both counts. 0, which is, I think, not correct. Okay, for sure. Because I need there some more brackets. Yes. Okay, we can track it down and so far solved. So simply added here this argument, and with the multiplication it's like an AND function. Okay, this was good to add here, Benny. If a public holiday falls on a Thursday or Tuesday, then Friday or Monday is considered a bridge day. How many such bridge days are there in the entire year in the given region? A day cannot be a bridge and a public holiday at the same time. In this case, it is always a public holiday and not a bridge day. Okay, we have one advantage here. This table is ordered. So, yeah. First, I will do something like days. Oh no, I do not need this. So, weekday. Weekday of this, always use code 2, which is the best one because then the Monday is 1, which is like how normally counting should be for weeks. I know that Sunday is the first day, but yeah, kind of not intuitive from my point of view. Okay, now bridge Friday and bridge Monday. So now it's a bridge Friday if the weekday of the holiday is a 4, so a Thursday, and if the following day, so this minus this is unequal to 1. So if the following day is not a holiday. So here, this is a bridge day, and there are kind of a few bridge days. You can also look it up. It was a Thursday. Friday was not a holiday. It seems to be right. And here we calculate this plus this. Now, so, and it's a bridge Monday if the holiday is at a Tuesday, and the day before minus this day was unequal to 1. We have there a error because I think for the first day we cannot calculate it, so we need there a 1. If error zero, so for the 11th of February, it's actually a bridge day. Okay. Now we have here also our general bridge days given here, and yeah, we kind of want to yeah, we can copy this formula down here and then multiply this with the according bridge day, so Feiertage bridge general, and for both I think this should be then fine. Yeah, no errors so far, 5 levels to go. It's kind of a little bit smoother at this time because I added here directly this formatting, and I added here the bridge day calculations on directly in the table, which is like of a kind of a trick that you can do in Excel Esports when you have like table heavy calculation stuff. But yeah, you need to know upfront, or sometimes choose this strategy on purpose. And in my first solving, I haven't chosen the strategy. So yeah, so this was medium. Okay. Now it's getting a little bit more trickier, but I think my way wasn't the worst for this. So we want to plan a conference, and no conference can take place on a public holiday, a bridge day, or a weekend. And all the members of the regions must participate there. And you want to know the earliest day. Yeah. So, and how did I do this? I used somehow a sequence function for like 100 rows. This was my start date, and I added there a sequence for this appropriate number of columns, start from 0, because we have actually there a start date, and yes, I know it will spill, so I drag it a little bit to the side. And here we have the appropriate date then, so yeah, and then I will map it and search for every date if it's an according date for both regions. So that is our S. And now I need to find out if it's a holiday and so on. How can I do this in the most effective way? Okay. Let's look up for S in holidays for the date, handing out the region. This is then the region codes we have here, and this is not allowed to match the region or the state from here. So R1 is an XLOOKUP for the region in here. I did it last time a little bit more effective. I think I used. Okay. Roll back. So I think I want to do a lambda or something, because I know that it will get harder for this case here. I think I will quickly do a lambda that is able to find out if an appropriate date is a specific date in this region or not. Or we do something else, huh? Okay. Sequence 365. I think it's not a turning year 2025 1 should have done this earlier. So we model the whole year. Then we want to have all regions to row haystack unique for the countries, and I think the states, the regions are actually unique. So here we have all. Oh, why is there an error? Ignore this. Yeah, we have all our stuff here. Okay, and now we want to search if this is actually like a weekend. Weekday, hashtag return type to larger than 5. So here is our first weekday. And now I want to do an XLOOKUP for this day. In date returning RSG not found 0, and then is number search, find this text here, fix this, multiplied with weekend. So far so good. 0 is wrong. 0 should be wrong. Yeah, it needs to be a plus, not a multiplication. So, yes, and we now but also need to find out if this, this is like the problem. I only have this now for the states, but we also need to find this out. But I think we can do this. No, I will not do this separate. Answers are not important. Because I also want to find out if this is like for the appropriate state, and they're important. So, okay, we will get there, plus, and now we will do an, this is, do I want to go down this rapid tool? Yeah, I will. SK, so this state abbreviation with a comma, and then search for, or do an XLOOKUP for here in region region abbreviation, returning region SK. And yes, I know I need to fix here the row. And now it will sometimes, yeah, because there's nothing to search, but it should be then a 1 in a lot of states. W, it should be also a 1 in W. Yeah, because it's in Austria a holiday. So what do we do here? We do an XLOOKUP for this in the region For sure. Substitute. Oh, this is messy. And trim to get rid of the commas here. Yeah. Now it's a 1 everywhere. Now we have found out if this is like a week end day or a holiday. Now we need to find also out if it's a bridge day. Alrighty. So how do we do this? We do this is messy, guys. So want to find out if this is like a bridge day. And therefore we need to find out if the day before or the day after, depending on the week they are. I should have stayed with my normal mode. But anyways, I went down this rabbit hole. Now the day before, if this is a holiday, but then it's also allowed to be a holiday in the appropriate states. Bridge day. So if this is true, then this +1, no, -1, no, +1, +1. Otherwise, if this is true, then this -1, otherwise 0. So this is then a bridge day, which is the 3rd of January. It was a bridge day. Alrighty. Now is number X match for this in here. So bridge day. And then we need to find out if this is then a holiday in the appropriate state. So okay. So we search for this, but instead of the date, we search for in the bridge day category, bridge day, returning the GSA. All right. And now also for the states. This is messy. Yeah, and search for bridge day. Okay, but now I need to do a sense check, but it should be alright. So the 3rd of January was a bridge day, for example, in Aargau. AG, where are you? Bern, Solothurn. Where's AG? It's a Swiss region, I know. AG. And there's a 1. Okay, I think we're on the right track. And now, let's go back to our case. We have our dates here. We only need S here. And now, okay, I want to do this flat this. To call this, so the abbreviation and the date separated by a comma, and the number if it's like blocked according to the rules. This is the 1st of January. There's a lot blocked, but yeah. So name this code and block. Super complicated. I should have done this differently. I think in my original approach it was better. Now we want to map this. Map S lambda A. And do a sum of the XLOOKUP of the regions here, return in the regions table, returning the region abbreviation, and we only need the in the region's name, returning the region abbreviation, and we only need the abbreviation because we've worked with the state abbreviation also in our table. And yeah, then we want to do an XLOOKUP based on this abbreviation, and this will spill and A in code returning block. And here we see then we have quite a few numbers. There's something odd here. If error 0 something, yeah, include there. Yeah, if not found 0. And then we need to do a by row sum. And if this is 0, we can do our day. So xmatch for 0 in here, which is 6, and this plus the start date will hand out 1 day early, yes, because we actually start with our start date then. So 1 would be then, yeah, kind of complicated start date. It is working, trust me, because with our xmatch, we're not starting from 0, which would be our start date, to starting from the day earlier. Yes, this worked, and we can now use it also for level 7 if we simply adjust the length here. And yeah, so far all levels solved. I think we're over 30 minutes now. Yeah, 35. Okay. Now to the bonus questions. Which region has the most holidays overall? Return the full name of the region, not the abbreviation. So okay. I will then do it here. Now all the regions and count if how often they appear. So map this in. Lambda A is some minus will search spill. How can I do this? So there are the regions. You also need to pay attention for the country code. So yeah. Region, state. Okay, including state and holiday and the region. Okay. Rows filter Feiertage if is number search this within Feiertage code, which is 3, and yeah, now we drag this down and also add there the state. I think I can simply add here the state abbreviation in the same order. Yeah, I don't think that this will spill. Yeah. Then I make a separate column and search for this. We can then track down and add both together and do an X match. But now we also need the not abbreviation. We need the name. Now we can do our max lookup. So X lookup max in here, returning the name, which is in Burgenland. I think Benny is from there. I'm not sure. Sorry, Benny, if you're not from there. How many statewide public holidays are celebrated in Austria will fall on a weekend? So if there is a O and there's a week, not a weekend. Yeah, okay. So rows, filter, region, No, yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I hand out here. Now is number search for comma o comma in the code column multiplied with where Feiertage weekday larger than 5. 5 statewide public holidays. Adding up all public holidays, how many public holidays fall on the day of the week on which most public holidays take place. Okay, so I think it's a simple group by for weekday. Group by Feiertage weekday and a simple count A, no sorting. How many public holidays fell on the day of the week on which most public holidays take place? 9 is the answer, which is a Friday. How many bridging days take place in Burgenland on Friday? I think I have a filter for this. So first, bridging Friday, and then there is Austria, there's Burgenland, there's Austria, and there's Austria, and therefore it's 4. No, it's wrong, huh? Okay. I'm not so sure. What should be the answer? 3. Okay. So it's a public holiday in Austria on a Tuesday. It's a public holiday in Burgenland. It's a public holiday in Austria. And it's a public holiday in Austria. And therefore I say, because also the next day is not a public holiday, all of them should be a bridging day, or should have a bridging day. On a Friday. Okay, I will quickly check my answers in the testing case. Okay, I need to double check this. So now this is the weekday. So BGLD. They're all public holidays in Burgenland. Bridging Friday would be 1 on the 8th of May. There's nothing else, so this is actually a public bridging Friday. Now let's filter for the O. This could be a bridging Friday. Yes. This could be also a bridging Friday. And This is also Preaching Friday. I'm counting 4. I'm not 100% sure. So according to my calculation, all 4 days should be bridge days because they're all in Austria, Burgenland, Austria, and Austria. All bridge days there, or all holidays there. The weekdays for all of them are 4, and there's no following holiday. So I'm kind of curious. But I said also in my initial attempt that this should be 4, so I'm not 100% sure. So bridge day, weekday 4, and Austria. Okay, there is only 3 because there is no associate date for Burgenland. The question is then what has changed in between? Because this is kind of the same filter I used there, but it could be that there's something odd in the case here with the bridging day calculation because of this nasty table stuff. So I changed this to normal calculations and then track it manually down. True. Okay. I say it should be 4. I think Benny has changed some of the answers because here in the table this wasn't like given here, and there it would be 3, otherwise it would be 4. So I think 4 is the right answer, and I stay with this. Yeah. All about level 7. What is the greatest distance between the earliest start date and the actual start date? Greatest distance is max of I need to scroll down here. Max of this minus the same from column G, 15. Okay. So it took me a little bit longer, but I'm quite sure that bonus 4 should be 4 and not 3 as stated here. But anyways, interesting case. I hope you like it as well. It was kind of a harder one not to crack. I think as of now, until level 6, it was kind of okayish. Then I did my attempt a little bit differently. I think in my original attempt I did it quite smoother in my test attempt, because I think there I used a cool lambda, and I think I brute forced it somehow, but now I try to do it less messier, which ended out with this whole table ended out messier as the other attempt. So here, kind of should have stayed there. Yeah. Thank you for your attention. You can write down in the comments how you did on this case. And then I hope that you signed up for the Microsoft Excel Championship in the German-speaking region. And I hope to see you there. Thank you for your attention. Bye.